for the month of October 2022. Just wanted to go through some of the cards on general level first, and then I'll be more specific. And right now, I've just got one that's kind of clarifying for this little set here, which is the Six of Cups. But I'm going to put that on the side for the moment, just so that the other cards are a little bit more visible. So what I feel like you're dealing with this month, Leo, is, or at least you have been, and this is kind of the trail amount of energy that's coming through. So again, this might be, it's a general read. It's not going to speak to all of you. You're all going to be at different areas on the timeline. Your decisions are made at different times. So, of course, energy is fluid. So, some of you might be in the process of dealing with this. Some of you might still be, overcoming the hurdle now. Some of you might still be kind of moving into this. But either way, there's hope at the end of the tunnel. So, what I see here is you've really been suffering. You've really been in a place of trying to deal with something that's in around your past. That relates around the past. I do feel like you are, you weren't clear on possibly dealing with something that dealt with a higher power situation. There's a feeling that you've had a lot of battles, that you've really had to, it's been something's been of a bit of a hardship anyway, and there's been a lot of soul searching that you've had to do and able to get clear on how on that path forward. There is a sense that you're gaining control, and there's a victory soon to be at hand, although not quite there yet. Here's your victory. These are the main cards. So the main cards are the Emperor, and then we've got, which is a card of balance and control and really knowing yourself and sitting in your power. And, a father figure for some represents as, but the moon card is also where something's still a little unclear and light is yet to be shed there. You're still processing some of the darker emotions, the deeper parts of yourself, trying to integrate things. And the judgment card, of course, is the main card of this entire read. And that one holds the most resonance because that is a major arcana and the rest are just minor. So the Five of Pentacles is that place of really wanting a new cycle or making some changes. And there is a significant change that is at hand here in the month of October. It's a significant change because we've got two fives, and it looks like it's dealing with finances or the practical, and you're coming to some conclusions. So it's a mindset change as much as a physical, practical change. So again, this could be dealing with the finances or your health, something that was a little bit trying for you. You are now, you've come to terms with, and there's some kind of something that's within your grasp anyway. Again, that Five of Pentacles energy can speak to new cycles and all of that. But again, there's two fives. So it does make it a little more impactful. But either way, there's progress here in this month. There's some kind of adjustment or some kind of a shift around a challenge. But there is definitely, whatever this place of uncertainty was. I don't know that it was uncertainty in so much as, I mean, I think you knew what you were dealing with. You just didn't know how you were going to get out of it. But again, it's practical sort of energy. But a lot of this is inner soul searching to get to this place. So there's a lot of prioritizing, reevaluating, that kind of thing that goes on with the Five of Pentacles and that Five of Swords. But it definitely is a psychological thing where you're having to let go of something with that Judgment card and the Strength card. So it's you making every effort count. You're really putting a lot of time and energy into something. And again, because I just moved this card over, just because for the sake of the space, it was dealing with something from the past. Could be in around children, could be in around old past connections or whatever. But it's something dealing for sure with the past that you are really struggling with here. It definitely feels like, again, Five of Pentacles energy is that temporary hardship. It's definitely something in around possibly self-employment or something that, but it's for me, I don't really see a lot of cards out here in around that. So it just feels like you're needing to really stand up for yourself, standing on your own. And I feel like there has been some damage to the, damage control or whatever that's, you've had to deal with some suffering. And maybe you've had to do this in a very solitary way, with that Five of Swords energy, but it just feels like there's a sense of lack. And again, you face these tough times here, and there's about to be a turn or a shift in your favor. So just give yourself time to kind of work through that. Again, stress related issue, if it was around worry and that kind of thing around resources or family or around a money situation, it feels like you're rebounding here. And again, health wise, it'd be a rebound, but it's been a struggle. Could have had to be had could have had to have some kind of minor surgery for some of you with that Five of Swords energy, but again, it's still a really hard learned lesson. Um, and it's definitely you've had to do it alone, is what I would say here. I feel like, that position of the Five of Swords is really one of um, feeling abandoned, or feeling like it was an empty victory, like nothing was going to move ahead. Maybe something hasn't moved ahead in quite the way you wanted it, but there is still something that is a victory on your behalf. So there might have been people that were working against you and that kind of thing, but it's still something that you're weathering. So again, it's a win at all costs kind of energy with that Five of Swords, but it's also somebody who's played unfairly to win. Um, and again, I just feel like you didn't feel supported in whatever this was, something dealing with the past. I feel like for whoever this resonates for, you really had to deal with some kind of possible sabotage or whatever it could be from someone in the past here, with again that Six of Cups energy, somebody from the past, somebody wasn't willing to compromise. There's a struggle here anyway. And again, this could be in the workplace. I don't really see court necessarily, but I do feel like there has been possibly some kind of willingness to compromise on your behalf as well. But either way, it's a difficult phase that you're getting through, and you just want to be careful not to turn those feelings of battle weary into, hostility against yourself or others, because there is that potential of hurtful things that could be said and not able to take them back, that kind of thing. So, but you're using your energy in the pursuit of that higher cause, spiritually as well, with the next card out. It's even though it felt like a no-win situation, I feel like you've acknowledged a part of this and you're now kind of withdrawing a little bit. Now, not really withdrawing, I think, is so much as getting clear on how to deal with this particular person or particular situation. And again, it's dealing with somebody from the past, because again, this was the card over here with the Six of Cups. So, really strong energy with that Judgment card that indicates something really significant is changing in your life this month. Significant change. Again, because of the Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, I feel like there's a real clarity around finances and how to move something ahead. But again, that is the Judgment card is sort of that final, this is what's coming in. It's accumulation of lessons. It is definitely, you could be imparting lessons as well for some of you, but for the most part, the energy really feels like you've gone through some kind of inner conflict. And there were some decisions that had to be made, and it was very hard, difficult compromises that you've had to work with. But either way, the Judgment card is a card of spiritual awakening. So I now feel like you've got some kind of hidden knowledge. Not saying all the knowledge is there, but you have learned something that is allowing you to, realize how you're going to move forward in your path in life. So I don't feel like, whether if there was blame, um, and conflict, I feel like whatever test you endured, you're coming out of it, with the Strength card. You're winning. You're the one with the edge here. Again, there's a lot of determination for this outcome. You really put in a lot of work to because it is an enormous breakthrough against a very big obstacle. And it's in around money, it's in around a truth that needed to be revealed. And I just feel like you're in a really strong position now to forge ahead. So, you're really in a place or you have been, where things have been quite intense for you. And maybe things didn't go quite as you expected, but there's real dominant energy here of personal power that you've come into. And I feel like you can now trust your abilities here spiritually, because you have some kind of inner knowledge that has helped you to endure this difficulty. So, again, a lot of willpower, a lot of determination, and there's now an innate ability for you to seize the day, control your own destiny or how something's going to unfold. You really do have that inner fortitude to bring about um, some kind of uh, spiritual enlightenment breakthrough to take control of your life again here. There is a victory at hand this month. So whatever leverage you needed, you've got. coming through here in the month of October. So, again, some kind of breakthrough moment in a big way, because it created a big change for you at the beginning of the month, probably, or however, some of you, again, it's different actions. Um, that have brought about this, but either way, there's a strong connection to spirit as well, to bring about this breakthrough. So, um, again, moving into the card of, I want to just go through the moon energy, because the moon energy is facing your fears and able to get through to this answer, this resolve. You're holding on to something that was confusing or unclear, and you're really starting to work through the anxiety in the subconscious area. So there is, or has been for some of you, again, your different timelines, some level of uncertainty, but again, it's moon is a little bit of light. So that little bit of light is helping you to see ahead. And it's just a little snippet of light, but it is still something that is allowing you to work through some self-deception, possibly, or deception around you, or fears that you were thinking you weren't going to accomplish something, with something dealing again with the past or with children. But whatever this is for you, you are improving, and it's waking up to something here, because you now have clarity. So you're moving away from this level of insecurity. I feel like you're in a more empowered position. So wherever it is you're now moving into, I feel like those illusions are dispelled, and you actually have a sense of a grasp of reality, a grasp of helping others find the light. You really have a sense of a real strong sense of yourself here. You've come into your own kind of personal power and judgment. You are now in a place where you can make decisions. There's a start of feeling like you've got control of something anyway. And again, it's just a sense of some kind of victory that's coming through here, because you're now able to move it forward with the Three of Wands. So this is not like end cycle energy, but this is like an epiphany moment. This is something that is, kind of bringing you to bringing something to a head, so that you can see, that's what I did wrong. This is what I had to compromise on. This is how I'm going to operate in the future, and so, because I know it works. So again, you've got that Page of Swords energy as a clarifier to working around those negative aspects, or those deep rooted energies. But there's also that energy of being curious, and whatever wasn't clear has now become clear. You didn't understand what you were looking at. It's also, somebody who's very intellectually stimulated by things. They have a really curious mind. Excuse me. It could be news coming through, as I say, for some of you. You might have locked horns with somebody, but it feels like a lot of personal self. I don't know, how do I say that? More of a personal work. New phase in life. It's something that it's a personal journey that you had to work through. So there might have been other people involved, but it's how you personalized it that you were trying to work through that made the difference here. Because there's a quest for knowledge here. There's a quest for control over your life. Is a quest for, and you're doing it on a very internal basis. But again, whatever this result is with the victory, some personal journey that you've worked through, you now have something that makes you feel like you're more in control of your life. That's whatever this victory is. And again, this is coming through, but the main cards are that you're just working through processing. You've got this epiphany moment. Some big change is coming in that's going to make you feel like you're more personally empowered, and now you're able to take something forward with that Three of Wands. So I feel like you kind of tamed your temper here. In whatever the situation, you've also used your intellect and how to move something ahead. Like I said, it's just a strong desire to move forward, and again, that Three of Wands energy is speaking to, and again, that moon, there's some kind of communication that is allowing you to move something ahead. And again, with that Three of Wands energy, you're right at the stage now where you're planning ahead. This is that threshold of success where something's starting to pay off. It's also about a milestone that you've made some kind of a milestone. You've gotten clarity on how to go forward. And again, you've got the victory. So there's something some breakthrough moment here that is allowing you to see how to move forward. It's whatever this mission is for you, but you're looking forward to something. And there's definitely, you bracing for change here is what's happening. So again, for some of you, this could be in around writing projects or something that is dealing with communication, but it is also anything intellectual. And again, with that Three of Wands, it's also about successful enterprise. It's about to take off. So it's still a long-term journey ahead here. But again, whatever you were dealing with in the past is that you struggled with something from the past, or again, dealing with children. But that was where you were kind of processing something that led to this epiphany moment, which is now operating to allow you to build your talents and brace for change. So again, this is solid ground that you're going to be working off. Could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries that's also coming through here as well. I see Cancer, but strongly Aries for sure. But I definitely feel as though there's a lot more, not strong momentum. It's more awakening energy, more about, whatever tests that you were faced with, you are now seeing the other side of that. And this is you shifting to allow for shifting in a deep level, at the deepest levels, enable for you to embrace whatever is about to come forward. So again, this is still kind of working through something, but you're still in the energy of moving it forward. So even if it's a small fruit that's kind of moving forward here, the biggest part of that change was the clarity that you've gained and the insight from this challenge, that's really made a significant difference in your life. So that's what I have for you for the month of October. And hopefully that gives you a little bit of clarity. Keep moving forward, Leo. Have a great month, and I'll see you in future reads.